Good morning, it's Healthy Thursday on Family and Values. We are happy to have you grace our screens this morning. How are you doing? How is the traffic over there? Today is Thursday, the 11th of January 2024. It's another day to be grateful to God. It's another day to stand up, hit the hustle, hit the road, and get the work doing. You know, Family and Values, we are here to give you everything you need to know. All you need to know about family, about values, what's happening around the family. This year, we need a stronger bond in the family. My name is Joy Abu, and I'm not in the studio alone. When I say I'm not in the studio, you know who I want to introduce to you. Today, the beauty she's radiating is something else. Hello, good morning.
A beautiful morning to you.
A beautiful morning to you.
It's so good to always have joy radiating around you. And I'm so blessed to have one right next to me. So I want to say beautiful morning to each and every one of us joining us on Galaxy Television this morning. It's Family and Values, and I hope you're ready to digest what we have for you this morning. How was your night? They say you should not be asking that. Okay, how did your night go? Did you rest well? Hope it was restful. If it's not, we need to do something about it. Maybe you did not watch the Galaxy Family and Values program yesterday before going to bed. If you did, you had a restful night. So maybe you should try and do that before going to bed.
Yes, you should try and do that before going to bed.
Because it's on all our social media platforms, and we want you to always find time to digest every little word that comes on that program. It's for your good, it's for the family, it's for your children, it's for generations yet to be unborn. And this morning, our guest is here. And Joy.
Yes.
We are going for a mini feature. But before going for a mini feature,
before then, okay.
You know, when our producer came in this morning, she was looking all elegant and all loaded and packaged. And I was wondering what happened to our side.
Now you see.
It's not good to chop alone.
Now you see.
Anyway, they said we should not grieve for anybody.
This year they said no, but when they say no grief for anybody, use wisdom so that
not be like that one. Whatever is making her to glow.
We will collect our own shirt. That one is
so it's time for us to go for a mini feature, and Joy will be back to introduce our guests and the topic for today. It's Family and Values, so go anywhere, stay tuned.
Welcome back. Now you know our topic, skincare. When we started this year, we told you Family and Values will be reaching out to you across all topics that concerns family. And you would agree with me that skincare is one issue that has eaten deep into most families. And it has become a concern for so many parents out there. Today we are here to do justice to the topic. And we have the CEO of B&I Organic Skincare, Funmilayo Jackson.
For me, baby. Good morning. Welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to have you here.
You know, your skin alone tells you know that you're doing justice to your skin through your products.
Yes, thank you.
You look good this morning.
Thank you.
Welcome to Family and Values.
You're so much welcome.
Thank you.
And we're glad to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Okay, I would like to ask you. What's your general, or what would you say your one or two take on skincare? When we talk about skincare, what are we talking about? What are we referring to? Is there a particular part of the body, or what exactly are we talking about when we talk about skincare?
Okay. When we talk about skincare, you're actually talking about general skin. And I think it has to do from even the inner skin, not just the outer skin. So generally, skincare has to do with your inner part of the body and outside part of, because what is inside radiates from the outside.
Yeah. Okay, now can alcohol, stress, and not bathing regularly, can it have contaminate or cause any form of skin problem?
Definitely.
How?
Yeah. When you take, I think everything has to be, there has to be check and balance on everything you do. When you take too much of alcohol and probably you don't eat well, you don't take the good food you're supposed to take, you don't take the normal fruit you're supposed to take. You just take alcohol all the time. Definitely it will show on you to make you look shabby. You won't have that radiating skin. I think
And
it
what about
affects.
the meals you take? Does it has anything to do with
Definitely, yes.
skincare?
You have to take good food for your skin product or whatever you're using to work very well on your skin. You have to eat good food. You have to know what you put in, what you take in matters.
Okay, let's talk about exfoliation. We've seen a lot of people come online. They'll tell you do this, you have to do it twice in a week, 3 times in a week. And because of that, there's this trend of everybody wanting to lighten up. Yes, and you know, so what would you say? What would you advise generally about exfoliation? Is it something we do regularly? Is it something one has to do once in a while or something?
Okay. So exfoliating is important when we talk about skincare,
Okay.
because when you don't exfoliate, automatically what the product you are using or whatever skincare product you are using might not work effectively the way it's supposed to work. So, but when you exfoliate, it takes away the dirt on your skin. It opens your pores for whatever you are applying or whatever you are using on your skin for it to work perfectly. So basically we advise, if we have a client that has a very shabby looking skin, like you are not looking, your skin is so dead, dull,
yeah.
and you just need something, we advise they exfoliate like 3 times a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but once the skin is getting the radiation expected, you can reduce it to like 2 times a week or even once a week. Yes.
Okay, I want to ask, to a layman out there, they may not understand what you mean by exfoliate. And because this is family and values, we have people who really want to understand what we're discussing. Can you break it down? What exactly is exfoliating?
Okay, exfoliation is, or exfoliating is a type of product that you use on your skin to take away dirt on the skin, to make your pores, your skin pores open for a particular product you are using to work effectively.
Okay, so I want to ask my question now. Petroleum jelly and coconut oil,
Okay.
is it true that it darkens the skin? And who are the type of people that can use it? Or
Okay.
it's good to use such?
Petroleum jelly and
Coconut oil.
coconut oil.
And they have
I think petroleum jelly, by the time you melt it, it automatically gives you something like a liquid oil. You understand? So for me, I'll just put everything as oil, as body oil, both petroleum jelly and coconut oil. So I'll basically call them body oil. You understand? So body oil generally is good for all skin types. You know. So, but for the darker people, they can use more of it than the fairer people. But it's good for all skin types. Yeah. The longer period which a darker person can use the body oil, a lighter person might not be able to use it to that period. You understand? So it depends on your skin shade of color. That's how you will know if you can continue using it, or you can reduce the way you use it, or you can just say, okay, maybe in a week I'd like to just oil my skin like 3 or 4 times in a week. Then the other days of the week I will use body cream. So it depends on skin type.
Okay, now this one is very personal to me because we are dealing with family. Parents that, or let me use this word because it's mostly mothers that want their kids to be light, to be fair. You see them using all manner of products. You know, you gave birth to your child at birth, and maybe because it's the first 2 weeks, the child is fair, and as the child grows, you discover that the natural skin is coming out. But parents don't want to understand that. And then they use all manner of harsh products on kids without understanding that there is a later effect on those children. What would be your advice to such parents? Because if you know what I'm saying, is a trend.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have fair kids around them. What's going to be your advice? What?
First and foremost, I think I will have to put it in a way that it depends on the parent's IQ. You understand? So once a learned parent that knows what is right for his or her child will use any harsh products or any product or any cream that is not of children like on their skin. So I don't think it's not a good thing for you to use harsh products or a product that is not a children like on their skin, because it's give them, you see sunburn on some of the children at a very, and you'll be wondering, why is this child having sunburn?
Yes.
It's because of what they are applying. Maybe they don't talk to the right person. Maybe they just feel like, oh, this will work, let me just buy it. Or maybe they just feel like, I want my child to be fair. If my child is fair, he or she will look beautiful, which is kind of, to me, I feel the IQ of such parents is very, very low. That doesn't define that the child is healthy or the child is looking healthy. You know, to some people, the child might be looking healthy, but to learned and somebody that knows what is good for children will know that what this parent is doing to this child is bad. Because before the child even go to some starting, you see that the child's skin is very, very soft, which is not supposed to be.
Some even go as far as using adult product, their own personal cream that is light.
Yeah, that is what is causing it. What they are not supposed to use for a child is what they are using on the child's skin, which is what is causing all those sunburn. You even see some child will have knuckles.
Yes, I've encountered it.
Which is like irritating, and it shows the parents, is either I will call them illiterate or I will say maybe their IQ is low, because it's not right. It's automatically not good.
Okay, my question is this for me. How many types of skin do we have? And how do you maintain such skin?
Okay. For we over here, maybe in Africa, we will say we have the fair person and we have the darker person.
Like my producer and you.
So, and me and you.
So we'll say we have a darker shade of skin and a lighter shade of skin. So
how do you maintain it with our temperature? Sure, the temperature we are in right now. How do you maintain the heat and no light?
It's just how you maintain it is just for you to exfoliate. Especially we in Africa, because of our weather, we attract to dust a lot. So the advice is to exfoliate regularly. Then you use a very mild ingredients made of cream that is not ash on the skin, because once you use those ash stuff on the skin, at first you might be looking at yourself like you are fine. Then after
fine people.
Yes, after a while.
3 colors.
Yes, after a while you will now see that you are not doing yourself any good. And in the process of you trying to want to like get that radiating and good looking skin, you continue to damage it, because they will keep telling you that keep buying those damaged products. Those, you know, some will just sit down in their corner of the house and just say, okay, let me just buy this. If I put this and this together, which they don't even know the content of what they are mixing together. So they will use it just to get their skin back. So to get your skin back is not an easy job, because you have to go the natural way, and they don't want to hear. They don't, because they don't have that patience. So they will want to go. You want to go more into those
Products.
Chemical
Products.
used product and all that, which is not good. At the end of the day, you might not like your. That's why you see some people, they are not even up to 40. They have this permanent sunburn. They have this Coke and Fanta skin. They try to clear it. Even we at times.
Now, that brings me to my next question.
Why don't let's go for a break, please? Let's
What's
go
the
for the
difference
break.
between first
Let's
degree
go for the
burn,
break.
second degree burn, and third degree
Let's go
burn?
for the break.
And okay, now let me put it this way.
Break.
For those
Let's
people
go
that
for
have,
this break. Let's go for this break.
you know,
Please.
then let me
You-
hold
you
you
not
on this
come back
question
for that
before I go on
answer.
that question, because it's something I really want you to really answer.
Oh
But
my God.
let's go on word of Marbles, and when we return, she's going to answer the question we are about to ask her. I know you are waiting. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are still talking about skincare, and we have our guest in the studio, the CEO of B&I Organic Skincare. Now, please, we want to say this. The numbers displayed on the screen are for text messages.
Yeah.
Please do not call the lines. We know you're eager to call in to ask your question. Just send in your text messages and we'll respond to your messages. Sorry, before we went on that break, we were talking about the different degrees of sunburn. And you and I will agree that when you walk on the streets, you will see a lot of them. In fact, some have left the orange to the reddish kind. And sometimes you see some skins and you're wondering, like, how does this person even have the mind to undress?
I'm telling you.
Because I'm irritated, not to talk of the people in your
Around.
circle. Now, for such people with damaged skin, how do they come out of it? What treatment? How would you advise them to go about it? Because I think it's the more they use it, like you said earlier on. So now we know the skins are damaged, yes, but how do they get treatment? How do they come out of it?
Okay, when the skin is damaged, first and foremost, for them to come out of it, they have to be very patient, which most of them don't like to hear.
Like how many months, how many weeks?
They just have to be patient for as long as
Their skin can
just come back to normal.
normal.
Because what they will use in getting such skin back has to do with more of organic, more of natural products and all that. But most of them don't like to hear it and they are not patient about it. But the ones that are patient, lucky to them.
They used to get their skin
Yes,
back.
they will definitely get it, but they just have to. They can even be more darker than the way God created them before.
Okay.
Yes, but
Okay.
if they can be patient with the natural stuff they are using, not with the chemicals product that they are using, but with the natural stuff they are using, if they can be patient, they will definitely get their
Like,
skin
what
back.
are these natural products?
First and foremost, I do advise that no matter how fair you are, body oil is very, very important.
Okay.
We have to
You
understand.
need to oil your skin, you know. So because the work of body oil and body cream is different.
Different.
Yes, it's different. Although they are similar, but a little bit different. So I advise to use more of body oil, good soaps. They can use cream too. You know, cream has its own work, but me, I do advise body oil very well.
Okay, I want to ask this. I've come across people who suggest and also use carrot oil. That you can create carrot oil on your own at home
Yeah, you
and
can.
use it. It nourishes your skin.
Yes, you
Okay,
can.
so can you, don't let me say that it's you, the expert, that would say that. Don't let me tell you how you do the carrot oil because I know it works. Now, can you tell us what can carrot oil do to our skin? I'm talking about just, more the normal coconut oil or shea
Yeah.
butter with carrots, diced into pieces, and just try to, am I talking sense? Low heat in you. I'm giving you, hey, I'm giving you, now come and take less. So what can it do to our skin?
It will give you this youthful look, like you glow naturally.
Hey, my
Just the way you're looking youthful and glowing. Okay.
You glow naturally. It will give you. It will let you have that early wrinkle kind of sign on you. like
It goes into your
when
skin.
you are, maybe you are like 50, or let's say 40 upward, or 40, from 40
You
upward.
just look 16 naturally.
You just look naturally young and glowing when you apply such on your skin.
Okay, now let's talk about stretch marks.
Okay.
Now, I know that most mothers at birth, they have stretch marks due to the expansion of, and then we have some that have stretch marks and still use chemicals. Now, there are sometimes you walk on the street and you see somebody's skin. You know, you're a skincare expert. I'm sure you've encountered, and some of them, when they come to you, I know your reaction at first to be like, before, how what are the simple natural ways, or you can advise somebody to, first, like, I won't say avoid skin and stretch marks, but when you have them, how, because they used to say stretch mark grows, I don't know how it expands, I don't understand, today somebody is having here, next time is there. Now, I know there are creams that do most of those stretch mark chemicals, but now for people that have it and are suffering and want a way out of it, what are those natural, simple things they can do in their house, home remedies that it's okay, do this, and you'll be like patiently do it, and
It's just for them to stop the ash cream they are using on their skin. Even if they are using the home remedy or the natural way to clear the stretch mark, and they are still feeling like, I'm getting dark, I'm not looking bright, they are still using those ash products on their skin, it won't work. Instead of the stretch mark to be like closing up and having this slim look, it will be expanding, and you find it all over
and
the
then
body.
it starts, it start opening,
Yeah.
like it's
Really,
so
it's
for
really
for
not
the
so good.
ones that are really ready to make sure they are looking glowing and looking fresh, no stretch mark, even if you have, it's not going to be something that will be so obvious, because as we women, we naturally have stretch mark, even when we don't have it before giving birth. Once we
you
start
give
giving
birth,
birth,
yeah,
you start seeing one or two.
But it closes after a while.
Yes, it closes,
Because I
but
remember.
if you use what you are not supposed to use
It will
on
not.
your skin, or maybe you are not even the lucky one that has a very rigid skin, maybe you have a very soft skin type, and you use all those things, it will bring it out, and you might not be able to condole it.
Okay.
But to now, for those that want to be patient and try to eradicate it from their skin, they should just keep using a very good soap that is not chemical filled soap, and they should maybe go for body oil or shea butter, be applying it. With time, they will see results.
Family and values. We are talking about skincare. Our men, they are not left out. We have some men who also use ash or the
in
product.
fact it's a trend.
So I want to ask two questions in one. You have ladies who are airy, airy skin, and you have men who are also airy. How can you, can they use the same kind of skin regular products?
They can if it works for them.
Okay.
That you are hairy doesn't mean
You use a special.
you can't use product on your skin, or maybe you
So that
have
the
a
hair will
special-
continue to look.
as long as the product is working for them,
Okay.
they can use it. If it doesn't work, they look for the one that works for them.
Okay. Now the second question is this: I saw a lady yesterday. She came out from her car. I don't know. Maybe the sun was hitting her so hard, and her face was as red as my frame.
Okay.
So the only thing she could do was to get a bottle of water from her car and open the door and just
Pour it on it.
What could it be happening? Is it that when you have the sunburn, it hurts you? What happens
Is
when
she
they have
very-
such?
is she very
She's
fair?
and her face just turned red, as in red.
Yeah.
What
Such
was
person,
exactly
if
going
you
on with
notice
her?
anybody like that, if you look at them, they are very, very fair person. They are very fair. And once you have this natural, very, very fair skin type, doesn't mean you should keep using too much of lightening cream on your skin. because you are naturally fair.
When can they use the cream? When are they so? During
It's,
heat,
it's,
are they
it's, that
supposed
it's good to
use
use
it?
cream in the night. There may be, if you are going out in the morning, if you have a very good essential oil, you can use it. Such person can be doing it like that and have a very reddish face. But they are very, very fair already, and they still want it more fairer. So what they apply, we definitely let them have that reddish look.
Okay, now let's talk about the dark people, the ebony.
Okay.
Chocolate,
You know,
shine.
for somebody like me that fall on that side, not like my producer that is on your side, you know.
I mean,
Myself and Olori,
yeah,
that,
you know, you don't
and
have much.
There are times we feel like we don't need so much of all this paparazzi that goes around with fair people. You know, they are rubbing today, they are doing facials. Tomorrow, before they sleep, they have to clean with this. I see a whole lot of stuff. So people call it beauty routine. What is a simple beauty routine for somebody like you know why I'm asking? Because I see people that are lighter. It's like sometimes I feel like, what is all this? Before they sleep, they will rub this, they will apply this. The next morning, and me, I'm just waking up and rubbing myself. And
That is where you get it from.
so that's why I'm coming to. So for people like us, do we need that beauty routine? Do we need to still go through just to because we feel like our skin is
You
already...
definitely need it.
Okay.
That you are darker, you are dark in complexion, does not mean you won't do your skin routine. Does not mean you won't glow.
Okay.
You see so many people, they are dark and they are looking, their dark is dirty.
Oh.
I'm sorry to use that word,
Okay,
but
so
I do have a lot of them as clients, and they just say, I'm dark, I don't need. And by the time they start using something, they will now see that they are even more prettier or more finer than the way they are looking before. It doesn't mean that you will switch your complexion from that darker shade to a lighter shade. But at least that you are dark doesn't mean you won't.
You just let your skin
You just
be.
leave it, and especially in Africa, or let me say in Nigeria, you just, because you are dark, you just leave it. A lot of dust on you every day. You understand? Maybe you don't. Some people don't even eat well. They don't take the right thing. They don't take water the way they are supposed to take it. They don't take fruit. They don't eat good food, and they just leave themselves that I'm dark, I don't need to. Is wrong. That's why you see some people, they are not as dark as that. That dark that you are saying is dirtiness. That has accumulated.
I have this question for you. So her name is Charity, and she's asking what will one use if he or she has a darker face, and the body is okay. I think you just answered that, right?
Yeah, for the darker face, she just needs to
Avoid sun.
do.
Just
we are in
send us
Nigeria.
text message. Don't call, please.
Okay.
Send text message on that.
She
line.
just needs to do facials once in a while, then apply any good face cream on her face. And once she sees that it's getting right with her skin, she should reduce the intake of the face cream. Maybe she should just make it like 3-4 times a week instead of an everyday thing. But at first, she will use it regularly to get the rightness of what she wants.
What she wants, okay. Now, acne, popularly known as pimples. We have people who are dark like horse
I have it.
that have it, and we have fairer people that even have it more, and it becomes more pronounced.
Okay.
I have males who also have it. In short,
Yeah.
they have it on their skin.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you treat acne? Some will press and press
Well,
and becomes dark.
I don't think pressing it won't help. It will only make it expand or make it look more bigger on the face. So pressing it is not a good advice. But such person can go to any good spa, have his or her face done, request for the necessary something that he or she can apply on the face to get rid of it. There are definitely things to get rid of pimples that works very well. Yeah, there is. So you just need to talk to the right person, you need to buy the right thing, and you need to keep whatever you have, maybe your environment or something, you need to keep in it, especially maybe your bed sheets. You need to keep it neat. On your pillow that you use, you need to keep it neat, because dust and most of the time dust, and at times maybe how will I put it, at times genetic stuff can cause
acne.
Yes, acne.
Okay, now I want to ask, sometimes you've seen mothers that are put to bed, and during pregnancy their skin type is changing.
Okay.
The lighter ones are becoming dark, and then after birth they want to return back, but then you discover that the neck region the neck region finds it very difficult to return back. What could be the cause? Even when they are using products, you discover that for some people, like I'm asking in regards to square to the question that lady asked, you see that their face and their neck, and it's common with most women that have just put to bed. Sometimes it takes a longer period. Some will tell you, I've tried product for 1 year, it's not working. Just within the neck. So what's the reason why the neck region finds it difficult to assimilate? And secondly, when you see some people and they say, okay, this particular side is different from this other side, I want this side. So which is the main skin? Let me put it that way. If I come to you as a for advice, which would you say, okay, this is the skin we should work with? Because some people tend to work with this, which is lighter, and that's why you see them going for lighter product. So which of it would you advise that, okay, no, you know what, this is the outer, maybe this is because it's exposed to sun. So let's leave that and work with it. So, because I think that's when most of the problems that people they say, no, I want my skin to be like this. This is how God created me.
Okay, the thing is, it is what individual wants.
Okay.
Nobody can tell you, this is the shade I want. It is what individual wants. You can only give advice. That, okay, it's okay like this, don't use any more cream on yourself again, or stop using cream for some time. You can later go back to it, but for now, just stop. It still depends on the individual, if he or she will take it or not. So for the neck region, for the pregnancy people, I think that's a natural thing that happens with pregnant women. But once they give birth, and they use the right products that works for them, that the person that gave it to them is sure of.
Okay, sure
yes,
of. I know
that it will work, and they apply it. With time, definitely it should clear.
Okay.
It should rhyme with their skin.
It should rhyme with their skin.
Yeah, it should.
Okay, this is another question. It said, how do we take care of the body? By what? I don't really understand, but how do we take care of the body? I think she has mentioned that that was the first thing, but I don't know whether you have one or two things to add to that. How do you take care of your body? Wake up in the morning,
ease yourself
go
of
to
stress.
bed, make sure you wash your face, you know, little.
Yeah, just ease yourself of stress, and when you are stressed, try to find a time to calm yourself down and eat well. Drink a lot of water, take fruits, use good product that works for you.
And what's the best temperature to wash your face, at night or in the morning?
To wash your face, I don't really...
Some will say warm water, ordinary water.
Okay,
You
some
know,
some use sponge to
Scrub the face.
Yeah, which is not advisable.
Okay.
You can just use water and soap. If the soap you are using, there's actually a soap for face that is different from the body soap. So if the one you have is actually working, you don't need much. Just use the soap to wash your face with water. It's not necessarily warm water, because warm water at times, some people don't like it. It's not good for them. And some, their skin is so fair that when they use warm water, it becomes red. So they just use the face soap, use water to clean it, and that's all.
Okay, while we are graduating, there are two questions I want to ask you. You answer them. Now, the first one is, there was a time I watched a lady, she's a skincare, according to her, she came on social media and was saying it's not good to scrub yourself, to use sponge always. That once in a week is when you use sponge, or twice. She was saying something like that. And for me, I was already wondering in my mind, I don't understand. I should bath and not use sponge. I kept that aside. I said, okay, no problem. But since you're here, I would love you to address that. Now, secondly, for children, because that's where my concern is, what natural products, now I'm not saying mention brands, but just tell us, okay, whether you have a fair child or a dark child, just use this product, this natural product. There are a whole lot of natural products that parents can take leverage on than going for all these chemicals on skin, on children. So,
Okay, for the first one was
using sponge once
using.
or twice.
It depends on the level at which you have treated your skin to.
Okay.
If you are not the type that make sure your skin is well taken care of, like you are carefree about your skin, I don't think it's advisable for somebody to tell you not to use sponge to wash away the dirt of, yesterday, or the dust of yesterday away from your
Coming
skin.
out from the sun, you just see that you're already
But
sweating.
if you are somebody that is conscious of your skin, you take care of your skin, you yourself know that you have a good skin. You might enter the bedroom, just put water on your body and come out.
Oh.
Yes, it's not going to have any effect on you, because normally you take care of your skin. So you don't really have that dead pores and all that you need to get rid of. You don't really have it. But somebody that is carefree, I don't think it's advisable, especially in our environment.
And then, sorry, the children own.
The children home is, a parent should just look for natural stuff on their children.
Natural stuff on the
Natural like body oil, like shea butter, like cocoa butter, you know, all those stuffs. They should just,
they're mild.
yes, they should just go for anything mild on their children. They are children. We don't need to.
They are children.
We don't need to
stress them.
They are
stress
children.
them.
Don't stress their
Yes.
skin.
Let them be.
Okay, so I want to ask, many of us ladies, mothers at home, mothers in the marketplace, mommies that go to parties, or you know, we do have makeup, heavy makeup. And by the time we get home, sometimes many will not even get the time to wash off properly, you know. And according to you experts who are into skincare, there is also a what do you call it now? A kind of bounce back of not cleaning or properly washing off makeup after use, you know, maybe staying 24 hours, okay? That's one. Two, what's the best way to manage my face? Me and Hannah. But the first one, the first one is this one.
This is me and
Wash
you
off.
today.
How do you clean your makeup?
Makeup deeply.
Deeply, proper cleaning of makeup. How do you do that? What are the steps to take? Very
It's just
quickly.
for
We
you
have
to,
just 2 minutes.
Okay, it's just for you to have your good face soap
Okay.
that you know you've been using it, is working for you. It's just for you to have it, then use it to wash it very well.
So we use face wipes, so.
No, well, I do hear that there are some face wipes that cleans it and at the same time treat it. Well, if they can get that, fine. But it's better you use a good face soap and a water to wash it off.
Okay, now, while we are rounding up, because this is the last question I'm going to be asking you. Now, my question is for those that do body steaming,
Okay.
body wash. Today, 2 weeks, they are under the machine, they are washing. And you're an expert, you know what I'm talking about. 1 month after, they are returning back. Now, what's your advice? You know, everything is too much. Is there a time frame you say, okay, for those of you that do body steaming, body washing, do it once in a month? Because sometimes these things have a side effect. So your final take on it and your final advice to viewers.
I think for the body spa, let me just call it spa.
Body spa.
Some see it as treats, like they want to treat themselves. And why some see it like it's necessary. It's been a while I've done it. I need to get my body well exfoliated. So it depends on individual.
How often should one do it? What's the time frame?
Let's say like once or twice in a month is okay. I think once or twice in a month is okay.
Okay, a final word to our viewers before we...
Okay, my final word, I'll just say we should try and make sure we treat our skin right, because our skin represents a lot about us.
Very true.
So just try and eat the right thing, drink a lot of water, and use the right products on your skin.
Okay. Thank you so very much, Fumilayo,
Thank
Fumilella
you.
Jackson,
Thank
the
you.
CEO B&I Organic Skincare. It's been a wonderful time with you. We appreciate
you.
your coming. I want to say a
Appreciate.
big thank you to all those who've sent text messages and asked questions, our followers, our lovers, our, what else? Our crush, our fans, every one of you, we love you, we appreciate you. A big thank you to always being here at one time or the other to follow us. So on that note, I want to say my name still remains Olori AJ. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a splendid day ahead of you.
Yes, while we end the day on family and values, I want to understand like what our expert has said. Eat the right food and drink a lot of water. Whatever it is you're treating on the outside, make sure the inside is well taken care of. We know we've talked about fruits, we've talked about veggies. While you're treating the outer skin, treat the inner body right by taking so much of water. Stay hydrated, please, as much as you can, and avoid a lot of chemicals on the... In fact, avoid chemicals on children. If you're among those parents that want your kids to be fair, to be light, I don't know where you want them to be light to. Please, let them be. Let the children breed. Let them use natural products on their skin. Try as much as possible to stay off violence, please. Schools have resumed, and you know we talked about resumption the other day. Take care of the kids and protect them. From me, it's Joy Abu, and Family and Values will see you tomorrow. Thanks to all the crew, the cameramen, to our producer, our CEO, Mr. Joe, we appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow, of course, as we approach tomorrow, Friday. Bye.